Right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Lincoln Park here. Hey, we got rain in the area. We got April the 27th, 2026. We're just before the noon hour. I'm coming on just a tad bit early today because I'll probably end it a tad bit early, even if I can get it all in with the rain. We got some rain came through the area about 10 a.m. and there's more rain coming. Trust me, I checked the radar. It was a game time decision. I didn't know if I was going to be able to live stream on YouTube, but we'll give it a try. I appreciate the lunch bunch, the people that tune in here on YouTube regularly weekdays. And so I'm obviously working from home today since I'm in Lincoln Park. Usually if I start my live in Lincoln Park, it means I'm working from my home office, which I appreciate the option to do that. It is nice to have the flexibility. I realize I'm lucky and privileged to have that option. Not everybody has that. And you think I would have used it more in the wintertime, but you know, I'm using it for the rain more than the snow. I can walk in snow more than rain. Here's the squirrel. You know, I can walk in the rain. It's just I'm worried about my equipment getting wet here, my gimbal and everything. But here, let me turn on the comments. Hey, Sabrina Suburban Garden there. Aisha, thanks for tuning in. Julie Reed, how you doing there? Heather B, Ocean Girl. Yeah, thanks everybody. I'm actually putting on my gloves here. The geese, it's about 50, it's about the same temperature, 50 degrees, we'll say 50 degrees, just above 50. It's kind of overcast and clammy. But I got an umbrella. I do have an umbrella in my pocket. I'm finally preparing a little bit better. Yeah, how's it going there? Aisha Prayer. Donna, how you doing there? Mikanori. One Golden Nubian, thanks for being on. Thanks for being on this morning. I really appreciate it. And everybody else, and Chris and Grandma's Corner and everybody else. And Shauna was tuning in this morning. I appreciate that. Hey, the water fountains are on. What's this? Flowers. Visions Creative Network Book Club presents Flowers Book Club. There, check out the Flowers. 27th, that's today. Oh, now we're getting some rain. See, as soon as I left, you know, I was looking outside. I'm like, oh, it's not raining and it's not raining. Now we get some raindrops. But hey, let's head over to the, we were walking here yesterday on TikTok. We'll head over to the Caldwell Lily Pool. If I'm repeating myself, I know people tune in, go to the south side, go to the west side. We had people this morning. I implore you, please check out my content. I just reposted from last year 3 videos from the far south side of Chicago, Pullman. We went there with Chris, and I got tons of content from the south and west side. And here we'll head along amongst the rain there. You got some wind damage? Oh, you're getting storms there in Texas. I know it's bad. There's storms in Texas. There's storms in all throughout the south and middle part of the United States. We're going to get it later today. There's storms in the area. There's rain in the area. So I'm going to stick close to home. If I have to make a mad dash for shelter, we can do it. And that's the part of the reason I do these, working from home and all kinds of things. So it is so strange. I was pointing the camera towards Fullerton. I was looking this way. The person could see I wasn't filming, and they still covered their face when they walked by me, or when they ran by me. What are people that worried about their image being captured on film when they're just jogging by? I mean, is it me? Is they hear my voice? I'm getting paranoid because, like, all these people, all of a sudden, I think it's AI. I think it's people are aware of AI and what they're rolling out with TikTok and other social media, because it's not just ICE. ICE has been around since last summer it started. And I thought it was people thinking I'm ICE, but now I think it's people realizing I'm on social media and it's AI. And so if that's the case, there's going to be a major backlash against AI. So go ahead, keep investing in all your stocks that benefit from AI. hopefully it'll be like a dot-com bubble, and we can see. Look, someone just changed their direction. They're moving away from me because they don't want to get anywhere near me walking down, because they see I got a camera. Here is the maybe I'm just being overly paranoid. I think that's what it is. People know how my brain works. I reconnect dots that shouldn't be connected. Look here, look at the rain. Look at the rain hitting. This is the casting period. It'd be a great time to go fishing here with the rain. People like, thanks for the floating art there. I know security cameras are everywhere. I know they're on buses. You're on if you're at the airport. People's cars have dash cams. You know, everything's being recorded. I know. I resisted it too. I had serious 3 years ago. I didn't want to, you know, I would freak out if I showed my image there. But now you get used to it once you jump in the water, and then you get, you know, it's hard for me to live a double life, you know. But hey, so you got to go back to work. That's good. Catch up later. Security cameras. But hey, let's yeah, we got some slight drizzle here. It's such a beautiful, yeah, the Caldwell lily pool's open. Let's check out this bridge here. It's such a beautiful with the trees. Yeah, let's check out these tulips. I saw the squirrels. That's for the birds, but the squirrels go up there. We're by the Peggy Noter Park Nature Museum. Of course, this is nothing new. You've seen this a million times, but I'm just connecting with everybody here to let you know what the weather's like. So we got rain here in Chicago. Here's another thing. AI, this is hard to fake. Live streaming is hard to fake because I'm interacting with the comments. Look, Lambie T, Freebird, Jessica. You know, I see your sparkles there. Streamers are insane. Yeah, there's a lot of insane people. We're living in the age of insanity. I know, the age of paranoia, the age of anxiety. I think that's what we're all living in here. But oh, Lambie, I understand that. Yeah, that's a lot of people. That's exactly why, you know, people are worried about working from home and being seen by work. The same as me. You know, like my people always taught me. I know my boss can be tuning in right now. You know, and that's, you know, that's why I walk when I walk. I walk in the mornings before my work starts. I walk in the lunchtime, and so people keep tabs. We're all being surveilled. We're all being tracked. Our phone tracks us. The police track us. The government tracks us. Our employers track our keystrokes. So, good luck maintaining privacy. You got to go out and live in the woods. Here is look at the tulips. Yeah, tulips yesterday. Look how beautiful these tulips are. They looked better in the sun yesterday, but look at the beautiful colors. But how you doing, Lambie T? How you doing, Grandma's Corner, Julie Reed, Freebird? But I think, you know, I've been thinking a lot about, I feel really bad for people whose content is being, live streaming is really hard for the artificial intelligence for them to replace my face with another image and do it in real time would be really hard. You got to crunch. This is what I was worried about. Look, they're building an extension, so they're going to build an extension. I'm worried about this in the wind and the rain. I'm worried about this in the wind and the rain. Hopefully the storms won't affect this. So here we'll see, that person just locked the door. They saw me there and they locked the door. They don't want me to come in. I don't want to go in. I'm just walking around. Okay, good. I guess I've been locked out. And I'm a member. I belong to the Nature Museum. I got to enter the right way. Here's the North Pond. Yeah, flock cams. You got drones, birds. They got insects can have little cameras in them. You think it's an insect? It's a little robotic insect with the camera. They can do that. You know, you can put it on your window, be looking in your window. You know, hey, look at there's the red-tipped blackbirds. So here's the red-tipped blackbirds. They're nesting. These will dive bomb you because they protect their nest. And here we're getting a little rain. Hey, there's some tulips. I think it's the ones we just saw. So we're in Lincoln Park. We're by the North Pond. I go by here often. This is near where I live. It's raining today, so I'm working from home. I'm not. This morning, on TikTok, we went to Uptown. We went to Montrose. I rode a bike. I got a live streaming violation for riding a bike on TikTok. Wow, look at it. Goose just flew through there. But hey, we saw those theaters up in Uptown, the Aragon, the Rib, and the Uptown Theater, the Green Mill. We walked down through Buena Park, and we rounded it out in Lakeview. And we did get rained on a little bit this morning. Even though the forecast said it wasn't supposed to rain, it still rained a little bit. And it's raining now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick close to my home office here. We'll head back across this bridge that goes across this little gully by the Peggy Notebart Nature Museum. We'll just quickly go through the Caldwell Lily Pool, and then we'll head back. So that's why I'm doing a short and sweet live stream, just to check in with everybody. Hopefully later this week, like Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be back downtown. We'll be live streaming from the Loop like we usually do, in the Bean and all that. And then in Chicago. And Thursday, I was just, Grim Evil was sending me the information about the Joliet Slammers game. It's going to be at the jail in Joliet on Thursday. Hopefully this time on Thursday, we'll be either in downtown Joliet or arriving at we're going to pick up Grim Evil, and we'll go to the Joliet jail. Chris is going to pick us up, and we'll get you some content from Joliet on YouTube. And then eventually, when the game starts, we'll switch over to TikTok. Should be a fun time. And hopefully we'll be able to tour the jail. How often you get to go inside that jail? I know they do haunted. There's some lightning. There's some light. See, I bet you the geese have nests all up and along here. So since there's lightning, I'm gonna get out of this open field here. Yeah, Julie's still. Hey, you hear the thunder? Hey, how's that for ASMR? You hear the thunder, the rumble of the thunder. We got a spring thunderstorm here, Chicago, Illinois. We're walking in the rain. So let me, I got something to clear off the rain here. Sometimes my microphone gets a drop of water in it. It makes it hard to hear. I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, JMJ Map, how you doing there, Christy? Serenth. Where are we at? Yeah, look at the buffalo. We're in Lincoln Park, Chicago, Illinois, United States, America, at planet Earth. Where are you at? Where are you tuning in from? Appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the content here. There's the buffalo. It's just a statue. Yeah, the Peggy Notebart Nature Museum is right there. Manchester, UK. Greetings. How you doing? Yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, April showers bring May flowers. We're getting a good shower here. I'm taking a bath. But hey, rain's better than snow. Yeah, let's go over to the lily pool and we'll see what it looks like in the rain. I could have went inside the Peggy Notebart Nature Museum, but I want to stay outside. It's the weather's, it's not, it's temperature wise, it's not bad. You're on the other side of Lake Michigan, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in from the other side of the lake there. That's great. Hey, here's the crime tours. So you can take the crime tours. They'll show you where the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and John Dillinger was shot, all that stuff we show all the time. So you can take it from the comfort of the... I think they start by the water tower. And here we're at Fullerton. Lakeshore Drive's that way, Lake Michigan. We saw Lake Michigan this morning. We took a nice bike ride up on TikTok. That's okay. T-Lime, it's okay. I don't expect people. I know everybody's got busy schedules. You got your own lives. Thanks for tuning in when it's convenient. And if you're really worried about what you're missing, you can always watch the reruns, but I know people don't even have time to watch those. I was able to repost the, remember we went to Wrigley Field last week during the day when they were playing the Phillies. And remember how the rerun got reversed? I was able to reverse it and go to the video. But the comments are reversed. But then if you want to read the comments, you got to read the reversed one. So we got two versions of that. One's reversed. The image got reversed somehow in the rerun. But here's the Alfred Caldwell Lily Pool. We were here we were here on Friday, and we were here on Sunday. Now we're back. I'm so happy it's open. Let's go counterclockwise. We'll go around, and we'll see what it looks like in the rain. Is my voice okay? Nah. July's. How you doing there? Sub-Zero. Yeah, the zoo's free. You can just walk in the zoo. So often on my lunchtime, like now, we just walk in the zoo. This is free also. This is the Caldwell Lily Pool. This used to be part of the zoo, but now it's its own thing. And they do close it down at night. But here, look at the rain, the lily pads. Here you got the rain and the lily pads. Look, let me zoom in to get the nice artistic shot there. Look at the raindrops and the lily pads. This is the Caldwell Lily Pool, Lincoln Park, Chicago. There, so they got a waterfall, but they don't have it turned on yet. It's an artificial waterfall. Pete's tuning in, Hazlitt. Yeah, a lot of people tune in from Michigan. MBT. Everything's good. Thanks, Lambie T, for the feedback. Yeah, sometimes you know that they get a raindrop in the microphone and people are like, I can't hear you. It's just muffled. You can hear me. It just doesn't sound normal. There's the, look at these purple lavender flowers. It's like clover. It's like 5-star. Oh, it's like 4-leaf. It's like 4-leaf purple clover. Look at that. There's your lucky clover. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, we got it. We stream from a kayak, from a bike, from a bus, from a train, and walking. Sometimes from a car. When Chris or somebody gives me a ride. Yeah, let's walk down here. The slippery rocks. I'll slip into the pond here. But I'm so happy the trees are turning green. We got the whole rest of the spring and summer ahead of us. And so far, so good. We'll see how these thunderstorms treat us. Hopefully there won't be any wind. Yeah, there's somebody walking there. So there's the, we'll see. We'll go over there. There's the nice shelter that they just refurbished. See, you can sit here on these rocks. A lot of times people sit on these rocks and overlook and see if they see some wildlife. Yeah, Sheridan's tuning in. Michael, how you doing? We got some rain here. We got rain. Just it started this morning. We might get some thunderstorms. It's moving your way, but we got it here in Chicago. We got some rain showers. We might get some thunderstorms. I heard one rumble of thunder. It's raining pretty good now, so yeah, I might have to cut this live stream short if this rain doesn't let up. It's just a steady rain. And again, it didn't start until I started live streaming. It was stopped completely. And I said, oh, I'll chance it. But it's Murphy's Law here. Lisa Lisa, how you doing? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. You didn't get affected by those storms, did you? Let's see. Yeah, tornadoes. School closed in St. Louis for tornadoes. Man, that's bad when they shut the schools down even before the storms hit. It's probably good to be better safe than sorry. You don't want to have all those kids at school and have to evacuate or shelter in place. And that would be every parent's nightmare, a tornado hitting a school when your school's in session. And, you know, we used to do tornado drills, go out in the hall and put your, you know, bomb, you know. Now kids have to deal with gun violence, and I don't wish political violence, gun violence would happen in Washington, D.C., but isn't it interesting that the politicians are dealing with the gun violence that our kids and our people just walking around the city have to deal with every day. So to me, I think a poetic justice that even a press media event for Washington, D.C. gets affected by gun violence, because our entire nation is constantly affected by gun violence all the time, every day. And here's the and I don't know what the answer is. I wish I knew an easy answer. It's a very complex problem. Here is look at these shelters. See, let's go under the shelter. Maybe I can. Is it dripping? Yeah, it's dripping under the shelter. I guess I can go right here. So I get a little break from the rain. Let's sit in this shelter here. So look at these pavilions. Again, this is Alfred Caldwell. This is the Lily Pool in Lincoln Park, Chicago. It's just north of the zoo. It's just south of Fullerton, north side of Chicago. And we got about 50 degrees. It's raining. We got 12:15 in the p.m. And here, Woman Life Freedom, we lost one of our friends, a great Chicagoan that actually created a lot of content. So let me pull up his name here. And there we go. Hold on, I'm getting dripped on here. So, does anybody know, there's his name, Pete Kastanes, Vanished Chicagoland Stories. He has over 520 episodes. He's on Facebook, and he's on